And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review. Today we are reviewing AVGN Adventures, which is one of the two games on the AVGN 1 Plus 2 Deluxe Collection, which I recently just picked up and I'm going to be reviewing. I debated doing them together as two games in one for the review. But I'm not going to do that. I think they're both deserving of being their own review. So the first one is again AVGN Adventures. So obviously based off of the Angry Video Game Nerd, one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. I've been watching him for over a decade now. He's a legend, and it was just bound to be that there was going to be a game made out of him. There was always fan-made games of him that he did a video on a while ago, and it was just bound to be. So here we are. I got a lot of thoughts on this game, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? And by the way, if you want to hear more about my thoughts on either of these games, I did live stream both of them in their entireties, plus a little bit extra that we'll get to in the second review that you can check out. So, all right, anyway, here we go. First off, I have to say the references are on point. They did really good with the references. I got a lot of the references. They are amazing, such as the Rolling Rock being the health, and with the zapper gun, and the checkpoints being the toaster, and a lot of the enemies you can tell as well are cool. Just great stuff all throughout. And for somebody who doesn't watch AVGN, or doesn't really ever, or hasn't watched him a lot, not really going to get a lot of the references, and I don't know if you would enjoy it as much, because this is some very, very tough gameplay. So you kind of have to get the references in order to really, I think, enjoy the game. First, I mean, the enemies are littered throughout all the levels. There's an option for a no death run of this game, where if you die, you get hit once, you're dead, and you have to go all the way back to the beginning. I don't know how anybody does that. How would anybody do that? I have no idea. I couldn't barely get through some of I think I know death of only 3 of these levels, but I took hits during them, so it's not like I wasn't, my God, that's just insane that they would do that. But some of these levels are really, really rough. The jumps are really crazy, and the enemies, I mean, there's really no way to defend yourself. You kind of just sometimes gotta either just clear the area or just beeline your way through it, because sometimes clearing the area isn't an option because there's all these stupid fucking lasers. Oh my God, the lasers are the fucking worst. I know they're supposed to be in like a set pattern, but it felt like they were random. It felt like they were fucking random. And every time you would stand over them, bzz, 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 bzz. Didn't like it. I think that's the point as well, because he plays shitty video games. This is supposed to feel like a shitty video game that makes you rage, that makes you laugh as well, because during the whole game there's also like AVGN dialogue playing, like he's actually like criticizing, because the whole story is like he's zapped into the game and he's like criticizing the game as we're going through. And I think it's really funny how like sometimes I would say something and then he would say the exact same thing like 2 seconds after, and I would just laugh because it really just like gets to the head that that's the point, and it's really funny. I also thought a lot of the boss fights, they aren't super difficult, but they are very fun and very well designed. In fact, I thought a lot of the boss fights were easier than their main level counterparts, in that sections at least. I thought they were, well designed. The references were still on point, but they were a lot more fun to play. They felt more thought out in a way. They weren't just like, oh, we have to make this harder, let's just throw in 3 times the amount of enemies. You know, they actually, you know, figured out good mechanics and whatnot and were able to make that work, which I really liked. And I have to comment on the fact that there is a porn level in this game. Best level in any video game ever. Not really. I mean, it was okay. But anyway, yeah, there's a porn level in this game, so you want to buy this for somebody. Keep that in mind. But with that in mind, I still think this is a really fun game. There are a lot of levels that really piss me off in this game. However, I can get past that because that's kind of the point. And you know what? Bravo, bravo, bravo. So, but yeah, that's going to do it for this review. My final score, I'm going to have to give this I'll give it a 7. Nah, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. It's a good game. And if you're an AVGN fan, 100% recommend playing this game. If you're not, I don't think this would be for you. Or at least I'd watch somebody play it first to get a grip, and then see if you want to spend your money on it. I mean, for the whole pack, it's $40. That's 2 games plus some bonus content. It's really not that bad priced. But and that's brand new, by the way. That's like brand new and sealed and everything. So I think, you know, if you're an AVGN fan, again, $40 for 2 games plus a little extra content is 100% worth it. But if you're not, like I said, you probably should get some second opinions, then go maybe purchase it, or don't, depending on, you know, what verdict you come up with. So, but that's going to do it, though, for this review. If you've ever played this game, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more video game reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.